Good morning, folks. It's Will Diego down here in beautiful Ensenada, Mexico at the Cruise Port Marine. It's Friday, June the 3rd, and we're over here doing some survival fishing as usual. I wasn't even here 5 minutes and I already got one in the bucket on an artificial lure. see the old lure? My lure looks like a mackerel. Yeah, back to my old problems of trying to fish with one hand, film with the other hand, video with the other hand, and manage the wheelchair and everything. So I caught my first fish within like not even a minute. So okay, let's take a look and see if I can catch another one on video with see the artificial lure bouncing there. Okay, just jigging it basically. Jiggy, fishy in the brook, bitey on my hook. That's when we used to fish the Big Sioux River growing up in eastern South Dakota, just north of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's where I was only 12 years old. My dad, I already knew how to fish from like 4 or 5 years old. And when I was 12, he gave me my first rifle, 22, and told me I could go down by the Big Sioux River and start hunting and trapping in the morning before school. That's before school, folks. And I was so excited to get my first mink. You know, back in the day when they had real mink coats. I got like $25 out of that first mink when I was only 12 years old. And boy, that was a lot of money in those days. So, little fish action here. Just jumping that jig around, make some noise. Feeding frenzy. They get a feeding frenzy going. Here we go. Here we go, folks. I think I see something shooting past my lure already in the morning. It's only 7 o'clock this morning in beautiful Ensenada, Mexico, and they're getting ready for another, not the Baja 1000, the Baja 1000 race, desert race from Ensenada to Cabo. But today, this weekend, could be like the 250, the Baja 250, where they race over to San Felipe across the desert. It's quite a deal. That's probably the most famous thing in Baja. It makes like ESPN sports. The way they got drones following these dune buggies and motorcycles across the ocean. The desert. I got the ocean on my mind for fishing. I'm a fishing guy. I'm not a dune buggy desert guy. I wouldn't mind doing a little gold mining out in the desert. I like gold mining, sluicing and dredging and panning for gold. And then once in a while we go over to San Felipe as a family to go, like just to go camping. And over there we do take the tour, the banana boats with the pongas with the huge outboard motors that go so fast, pulling that banana tube. You know, like 8 people on the banana tube. That is so much fun too. So anyway, I got a nice little mackerel over here. And I'm down here in Baja and Ensenada fishing by myself this morning. There's no little woman. She's lost. Before she was lost in paradise down here in Ensenada. But today she's lost somewhere up in Tijuana. So I came down, spent the night in the bug out room, and I'm fishing first thing this morning. So let's see if we can have a good weekend by myself here surviving. You can't count on anybody else. Her plans and my plans are 2 different things. I come down to go fishing and to show the kids how to fish and to survive. And someday I want to make money with my fish, even show you how to make at least something in a survival situation. I want to be able to survive, not only catching the fish and eating the fish, but you got to trade the fish for other goods that you might want. You might want some beef or chicken or some fishing line, fishing tackle. So you've got to know how to survive trading and bartering. I'm an old retired cop in a wheelchair, so I'm not going to be much good trading services, my muscle power for anything, but hopefully I still got a little brain power left and I can fish. This is about the extent of my my physical capabilities right here. Flicking the pole, This is what I call work, a good day's work right here. I love it. So nobody else is moving around here. I know there's probably some people on that boat right behind me, but here we go. Yeah, with mackerel, you just got to be patient. When they're schooling and a feeding frenzy, they'll bite anything, As a matter of fact, here they come. Here they come. They're starting to hit. They're starting to hit my lure. Yeah. I had no more throwing this in less than a minute. I caught this first mackerel right here. I might have to put a little water on him to keep him from drying out. I wished I had some ice. I'm gonna start treating my mackerel like normal fish, where I put them on ice and take them and cook them up somewhere else, not here on the dock, where I'm prepared with everything to fix up a good fish fry. And then, if nothing else, I'm gonna prepare some food for the homeless people. Fish, rice, and beans with a few tortillas and salsa. They're not picky. The homeless people will eat it. And then if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So hopefully we'll be eating fish later on today, but prepared fish in the kitchen, done right or something. Before I was survival fishing and cooking here at the dock. But it's good fish if it's done right. There's nothing wrong with mackerel. It's full of protein and good dark oily meat. People almost say it's too rich, it's too oily, it's too strong. But there's nothing wrong with that, especially in a survival situation where you want protein so you can get out there and survive with not too much other stuff to eat, or you may be on the run. You may have to be fighting for what you have. The police are not going to be on your side. The law enforcement of the country's military, they don't like poor people. In a survival situation, everybody's poor, and they're going to control their resources, what they have. Found that out last year when the coronavirus pandemic first started. They closed down the beaches here in Baja, everywhere. Up in San Diego it was closed. Down here in Baja it was closed. And they had military patrol boats out in the ocean, making sure nobody was out there having fun or fishing or anything, It was scary, but it lets you know what's going to happen in a real emergency situation. A real emergency situation, they're going to close down the ocean, basically. They don't want you to survive without them. They want their taxes and their regulations and enforcement. That's what it's all about, folks. But we do need governments to protect the people and to monitor monetary systems, and everything depends on other people. Which you need a government to control things, not the mafia or the strong arm. Hopefully your government represents the people, is elected and chosen by the people. Common sense. Here I've been fishing for 10 minutes now on video, and you haven't caught a thing, so I know you're getting bored here. May have to just fast forward. I did have one hit since being live here. Okay, see the jig action is just a little hand jerks. I was trying to tell Junior the other day, teach him how to fish, but I guess when the fish are hungry, they'll bite anything that's moving. But we all got our style, your jig style. I like just small jerks like that, not over exaggerated moves. See my lure just kind of flying back and forth there. I wonder if it's hung up. Okay. Well, folks, let's get some water on this guy. Keep him fresh. All right. So I'll pause this for a minute and get back to some fish action for you. Okay, folks. Not even a minute after I turned off the video, look what I caught. I snagged me a sardine. That's not the way you want to fish. You don't want to have luck and bad luck and snag sardines like that. But in a survival situation, of course, you're going to eat that, But I better let this little guy go. Okay, just wanted to show you what can happen. Okay, folks, it's about 5 minutes later. I haven't caught anything yet, but I did cut up the one mackerel I caught right away this morning into chunks. I have some water in my pail, but I went to the cut bait over the jig. They definitely prefer cut bait. They like the real thing. Jigging is all right with artificial lures and jigs and little what we call rapalas, imitation little fish, but there's nothing like cut bait. Look at that, just little chunks. They like the skin and a little meat. They do not get rid of this backbone here. See the backbone? They're just like people. They don't like bones. Just some skin and meat. But we'll keep the bones in and fry them up later like little steaks. I think it makes them taste a little better. There's a little nutrition in those bones. Probably a lot of nutrition. Fish soup is probably the best way to prepare it in an emergency situation, as a stew, a soup, because there you're cooking out the flavor and the proteins and vitamins in the bones, the skin, the head, everything except the guts. So, okay, folks, we'll keep at it here. I think I'm going to take some of this home to my apartment and cook it up at home. All right. Okay, folks, just to finish up this morning, Friday, the June the 3rd. And we'll finish up with a little Mackerel action here. Yeah, got some mackerel action going here. See the pole? That's about how you want it to bend. We're using cut bait here. Look at the rest of the mackerel. They're almost waiting for this one here to die so they can eat it. You know, they follow it around, and it's something to see them in a feeding frenzy, folks. Look at that. They're following this one around. Good morning. Yeah, it's hard to do everything. Okay. Oh yeah, got a big mackerel here. Right there in the pail. Okay. I can relax once I get the fish in the pail, I can relax. Yeah. See?
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, they weigh about a pound. They're good eating.
Who is a good sea lion?
Yeah, those sea lions are a problem. Yeah, see, look, darn sea lions down there. The boaters don't want them here hanging on the docks and pooping all over the docks and everything. So, look, okay, he's going. He'll get rid of it in a minute. Yeah, some of them, they're not that intimidated, you know.
Usually I actually like to have like a giant sea lion next to my boat. Lazy and sleep, and so when others come in, they just bark them off.
Oh, okay.
Like having your own dog.
Yeah, you could train one or something, right? A robotic one to chase the others off. All right, have a good day. Yes. Yeah, I'd like that. Thank you. Okay, folks. As I was saying when before I caught this, I'm just going to finish up for now. Might check out the dune buggy action a little bit later. They're still getting set up for I think it's the 250, the Baja 250 over the race, desert race over to San Felipe. So for now, this is Wolf Diego in beautiful Ensenada, Mexico, surviving on fish, mackerel, namely. I love mackerel. See, I'll cook it up and show you how to prepare it one of these days. Okay, folks, have a good one. This is Wolf Diego, over and out, and God bless.